Hello guys, so now good evening and welcome to our evening broadcast. So how you guys doing? Hope so on a day okay. All right, this brings us to the first news of the night, and this is a news that is coming from Selhurst Park, the home of Crystal Palace. So their manager Roy Hodgson come as I call to talk about the match where them go play against Arsenal. You know, say them go host us for their own stadium. So I think last season we played there, we knocked them like 3-0. I think it was the first match of the season. We knocked them that last season. So this time around, but back on the talk say it has always been difficult. Anytime when they play against Arsenal, say to make matters even worse. Say even if when they play well, like they play to the best of their ability, play very very well. Say at the end of the day, Arsenal go still play well. So now so it just be. Baba talk like the interview session was quite long because I dey like to watch our opposition manager that they do their press conference. But I hear what they talk about Arsenal and how intake rates Arsenal. So you got to talk say in get a great respect for Arteta based on the work where Arteta don't do for Arsenal because it's not easy to bring Arsenal from 8-8 to finish 5, next thing finish second. Then the next thing everybody's looking forward for us to win the league. He was of the opinion that we came very, very close to winning the league until a machine called Man City overtook Arsenal. That's what they put out. Until a machine called Man City just overtake us, come win the league. So for that reason, Arsenal is bringing the momentum of last season into this season. So Arsenal normal need to show them respect by bringing their A game because then they're ready for us. Get for the match we go play. Like they're waiting for us. They can't wait to play the match against Arsenal. I know say this match it did tricky somehow because everybody go don't play finish before we will come play because we are playing on Monday nights. And we know how Monday night football they usually be. Get so imagine watching everybody or your rivals winning. All eyes will now be watching you to see what you're going to do at Selhurst Park. And this is one of the reasons why people like Dimitri Babatov, they come aside. Because the talk says Selhurst Park is not an easy place to go, especially on a Monday night. So Arsenal should be very, very wary of that place and that team. For that reason, they see Arsenal playing out a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace because it is a derby. And in they see like Crystal Palace taking off the points. Now, Babatov going to expand on him points. So you're going to talk, say, Arsenal, the way that they play their first match, they play them like two different teams. The first half was a different game entirely from the second half. So if Arsenal play the way they play in the second half, that's what important. If Arsenal play the way they played in the second half of the Nottingham Forest game against Crystal Palace, then go draw 1-1. Because you know, see them like they were rusty in that second half. But me, the way I take everything, I quite concur with what he's saying. If we play the way we play the second half, in short, we feel lose. Because we are playing against a Crystal Palace at home, although Zaha no day. But we never still know how the match will be. They go there, you know, they always bring their own physical game. But thank God, so we don't get our own physicality to match their physicality. So anyhow they won't bring, I will fight fire for fire. But notwithstanding, if we play the way we play against Nottingham Forest, we go collect. Meanwhile, if we play the way we play Nottingham Forest for the first half, then go collect. Because when you are assuming, you need to assume negatively and positively. You don't assume one way. You can't say if we play the way we play second half, then we will draw. What if we play the way we play for first half? Why you not look through that angle? Why you throw that angle inside gutter? So you have to put that angle on the debate too. So if we play the way we play for the first half, we can't play like that for the entire 90 minutes. Talk say them go collect to balance the argument. So it depends on the type of team where Arsenal put out. So I just hope say we don't learn from our lesson. So we can't play. That is why if you watch our pre-match analysis or the halftime analysis, we always say no two halves are equal. And we get a lot of evidence to support that argument. First half is usually not a reflection of how second half will be because coaches are always looking at the first half, see their flaws and their lapses. Get when they enter the dressing room, they go correct all these things. Some might come out with a different shape. So these are the things we are seeing. So until we see how the match will be, I just pray say we learn from our mistake and we could do our back-to-back because when you look at the teams that other people are playing, Look at Manchester City, for example. Man City are playing their first test of the season. They are playing against a resurgent Newcastle side. Yes, this Newcastle this season, themselves get a point to prove. And that match, I go buy Zobo, I go buy popcorn, sit down, balance. Watch that match. Make I see how that match go be, because it is going to be a very, very physical game. You get, last season, remember what they played? It was not easy. You get, Man City did not find it very, very easy. So this time around, I want to see what this this Man City will play against Newcastle. Are they going to give Newcastle their first defeat of the season, or maybe Newcastle will collect points for their hand? So that's something I will be keenly interested in watching. And another sweet game waiting for the weekend. Now, Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now, Tottenham Hotspur, they don't have Harry Kane again. So who is replacing him? Like, who is covering him? They have a Richarlison who's playing the number 9 position. Do you know that Medicine, that they signed as their number 10, has gotten 2 assists of the season already? So themselves, they para, although their first match, they don't really convince people like that. But you see these 2 games, I am keenly interested in seeing how it will unfold, especially there are Newcastle. You get, there are another people who say you're going to watch out for this top 4 race. So I'm interested in seeing what they do. Now, away from this, so Fabrizio Romano on the reports say Xavi Hernandez, who is the coach of Barcelona, I don't come second to talk about Ansu Fati. Now, there's this rumor that Real Madrid wants to come for Ansu Fati, excluding people like Arsenal, Inter Milan, and Manchester United, other people. The reason the guy now Xavi the talk say Ansu Fati is their heritage. He gets, is their future. They know they let him go. So this one are like a different perspective from the one who here say Barca has told him it's not in their plans. Get, and the player really wants to leave. So which is it? Which was why Arsenal contacted Jorge Mendes, who is the agent of the player. So I remember outside the town, I thought say coaches and players, they will come aside for the media setting. They will come back, talk, but when they go for back, they'll talk a different thing. Again. So before the transfer window shuts, we will know what will be Barca stand, because as of today, we may talk now. Barca have open talks with Atletico Madrid that they want to sign Joao Felix, because Joao Felix don't woo them. And they talk say, since I was born, I've been dreaming to play for Barca. So Barca, they reason that thing because they suits them. You get. I remember that Deco is now their new sporting director, and Alimani, that one, the talks after the transfer window, is going to step down. So all those things, and Deco said my agents before, so in get many rich. So they are discussing at the same time. They are also wanting to take Cancelo from Man City. So how they go take all these players without money? That is why people are saying, people like Ansu Fati, they are going to cash in on Ansu Fati and use the money to spread their tentacles and get some players they want to get. So keep your eye on that Ansu Fati. Don't forget what Xavi they talk. Keep your eye on that deal. Now, away from that, so when they look to your walkout, we're going to get one interview with Rio Ferdinand. Remember that Rio Ferdinand is a pundit for TNT Sports, will be former BT Sports. Remember, I said BT Sports, they don't undergo a name change, so they are called TNT Sports. And so for that interview, Walcott's going to talk about in retirement, because officially now he has retired at 34 years. So we're going to talk about one fight will happen for Arsenal dressing room 2012. The fight was between Van Persie and Aaron Ramsey. Nobody knew all this is because what happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room. So you can address us, they tell us all this is. Now I got to say, if you watch 2012, we played the match against Man City. So Ateta and I scored the goal, we then win the match. We won Man City. But Van Persie get one sweet chance, one-on-one. No, Ramsey get one sweet chance, one-on-one, where we say, in no score. And Van Persie did from front, the open hand say, pass for me, because Van Persie was chasing the golden boot. And this, if I can't watch because when I watch the interview, they can't show, they do reference, they can't show the match, show that highlight, make Ramsey give Van Persie pass on a platter of gold, empty net, make him score. Ramsey was selfish, come balloon the ball. They argue for the field of play. Who will be fans with this at the end? Now walk on, they tell us when they enter the room, na fight, so they scatter things. Even as Wenger self comes, what did they happen? As Wenger comes, sitting at when they fight, as Wenger just leave them, enter in office, believing say they are adults, they should be able to sort their differences. So almost say Van Persie no forgive Aaron Ramsey. Like he just said it, everybody just laughed. So as somebody let's stand about at the end of the thing, the Walcott don't retire. So wish him all the best of luck. Whether I want on to coach, I don't know what he won't go for in life. So we just wish him all the best of luck. Now, away from that, you know one funny story. Why they hear? I don't know whether when I don't hear her. And that story now say Galatasaray, they offer £8.5 million to Arsenal. Say they want sign Thomas Partey. When I saw that news, it just stung me. It felt like an insult. Like, who does that? How do you offer us 8.5 billion pounds? I believe say by tomorrow, if any of all those popular media houses just publish the story, I will not say yes, that story gets it, because I don't know who gave them that advice that Arsenal is looking for money, that you can come and offer us 8.5 billion pounds. I want to buy a Van Persie, I will buy a Thomas Partey and will be selling to you. I don't know why you would think that. Well, it is what it is. So that one just happened. Now, for those of you who joined, the biggest news of the night so far is the fact that Crystal Palace manager Roy Hodgson is coming out and showering encomium. He gets showering praises to Arsenal. So Baba the talk say it is always difficult to play against Arsenal. Even when them play well, like they play to the best of their ability, their capability, Arsenal will still play better. You get, so you don't know why it be like that, because Arsenal is a big team and is expecting Arsenal to bring the momentum from last season and bring it to the match we will play. But this match is very, very tricky because now Monday night football. And I say statistics they show say Arsenal don't get good record for all this Monday night football, because you know there will be pressure because everybody don't play. Yes, all the big match like Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United, Man City versus Newcastle. Newcastle is a big game now. Man City versus Newcastle is a big game. So imagine all these people don't play finish. It can't remain us. All eyes will be on us. So if all of them can't win now, the pressure on us to win will be enormous. Yes, so now what me at the see, but go past there, Richard. We'll conquer. We'll win our best. Even though Babata of the talk say the way when they see the match, say Selhurst Park is a tough place to go. Saying they see Arsenal drawing 1-1. Get if we play the way we play against Nottingham Forest for the second half, we'll go collect. So well, we'll just watch. Now still Monday. So tomorrow we'll watch how the matches go unfold. So my dear Arsenal lovers, this is actually the evening news till I come your way tomorrow as usual. I get out.